Okay, good afternoon, it's Jeff at Buderim here. I'm just in my corn patch. When I did my guided tour, these were only they're just at the stage where the silk, where the pollen was going down to the silk on the young cobs. So these are developed and they haven't got real big because we've got a fair bit of shade here. But I've got a nice cob here that I want to show you. And I'm just going to get a woman to kind of give a close-up of it. And you'll see the beautiful, just a nice size. It's not overly mature, so they're nice and tender. And what we'll do is freeze most of this and just package it. And the ones that are real big, we'll cut them in half, and the normal size ones, we'll just leave them whole. And so we have it all year round. I don't think there's any meal that we make that hasn't got sweet corn in it. And this is the super sweet variety. You can see it's got the yellow and the white seeds, and they're beautiful and tender. And then there's something else I want to show you that gets me excited about sweet corn. Sweet corn has a symbiotic relationship with earthworms. Generally, what you'll find when you harvest, when you pull the stalk out, you'll find, can you get right up close to that one? You can see earthworms hanging around the root system. And what happens is the roots of the sweet corn has a secretion that the earthworms like. So the earthworms hang around those roots to feed on the secretion from the roots of the sweet corn, and in turn the earthworm does its poo, which is a pure fertilizer. So it's a perfect symbiotic relationship. And there's something else I want to show you about sweet corn, and it's I've got to move around. I've got the watering can here, and I've got to come around here to them. And now these are the ones. These are the young plants that was on my tour of the garden. As you recall, there was the section where there was the sweet corn and the cherry tomatoes, and then the lemongrass and the ginger. And so these have just got the tassels just starting to show through there. They're nice, healthy plants. So what I want to show you is, now can you just point, I'm just going to say, assuming that a quick shower of rain comes through, and I want you to point the camera down there. Well, I want to show you what happens when it, now just careful don't get the camera wet, but now you watch what happens. Can you see what's going on there? Can you see the water going from one leaf to the next leaf? And you see how beautifully designed those leaves are, that, you know, you've just had a little shower of rain. See how it runs down like a river, down to where the roots are. I reckon that's beautiful. So you can see the curls in the leaves, especially designed curls in the leaves, so that they just take the water. I get excited. I've been looking at that for 20 years, and every time I water the garden, I look at it and I sort of marvel at it, you know. And there's not much else really that sort of compares with it, you know, as far as efficiency goes. And what happens, and sweet corn sort of speaks to me of life itself, because that you plant the seeds, and then the young seedlings are very vulnerable to grubs, and they could get wiped out pretty easy. But if they survive that, they grow into lush plants like these, and what they're doing is they're taking every bit of goodness out of the ground and everything out of the sun, just so they can produce these beautiful, magnificent cobs covered in seeds, purely for one reason, so that they can pass on their genes. So just in the hope that one or two of those seeds might get to germinate and keep a species going. And I believe that's how life is in general. Everything seems to be working for the next generation, and they almost sacrifice themselves just so the next generation will sort of continue, and then the next generation will do the same thing. And it's almost humans do the same thing, you know, mothers, the way they sacrifice for their children and all that. So that's my little talk about corn, and anyway, I'll get going. I'll catch you later. Bye.